you're quickly becoming more and more popular, speaking about political issues in part. Do you feel a burden, like almost like the prison of your prior convictions, of having to being popular with a certain kind of audience and thereby unable to really think outside the box?
I've really struggled with this. I came up in right-wing media. I came up a much more doctrinaire conservative in my professional life. I wasn't always conservative. We can get to that later, if you want. And I did feel an immense pressure after the election by people wanted me to say the election was stolen. And I knew I had a sizable part of my audience. Well, here's the benefit. Most people know me from Rising, which is with Crystal and me. That is inherently a left-right program, so it's a large audience. So I felt comfortable, and I knew that I could still be fine in terms of my numbers, whatever, because many people knew me who were on the left. And if my right listeners abandoned me, so be it.
Mm-hmm.
I had the luxury of able to take that choice, but I still felt an immense amount of pressure to say the election was stolen, to give credence to a lot of the stuff that Trump was doing, to downplay January 6th, to downplay many of the Republican senators, or justify many of the Republican senators, some of whom I know, who objected to the Electoral College certification and who stoked some of the flames that have eaten the Republican base. And I just wouldn't do it. And that was hard, man. Like, I feel more politically homeless right now than I ever have. But I have realized in the last couple of months it's the best thing that ever happened to me.
It's freedom.
It's true freedom. I say exactly what I think. And it's not that I wasn't doing that before. It's maybe I would avoid certain topics, or like I would think about things more from a team perspective of like, am I making sure that I'm not saying I didn't fight it. And I criticized the right plenty and Trump plenty before the election and more. It's more just like I no longer feel as if I even have the illusion of a stake within the game. I'm like, I only look at myself as an outside observer, and I will only call it as I see it truly. And I was aspiring to that before, but I had to have, in a way, Trump stopped the steal thing. It like took my shackles off 100%.
Yeah.
Because I was like, no, this is bullshit. And I'm going to say it's bullshit.
Yeah.
And I think it's bad. And I think it's bad for the Republican Party. And if people in the Republican Party don't agree with me on that, that's fine. I'm just not going to be necessarily like associated with you anymore.